Hello everyone, my name is Seema from Green Panthers Tribe. Today I'll tell you quickly what is PGS, that is Participatory Guarantee System, why do we need it, how it is different from the existing certifying body, what are regional councils and why do we really need to know about them, and one term that you must know whether you are applying for PGS or not, that is cluster based farming or cluster based approach. Let's quickly get to the slides.
This is our content. What is PGS? PGS stands for Participatory Guarantee System of India and is a quality assurance initiative by Government of India. The certification is in the form of a documented logo or a statement. I'll show this logo to you in later part of this video. It's headquartered in Ghaziabad. The first question is, why do you need a PGS? So, if you produce anything, be it dairy product or meat product or any processed product, you need to have acceptance of that product in the market, and to have that acceptance you need to have a demand for your product, and to have a demand for your product you need a certification that recognizes your product as a product that meets the standards of a quality product. So to obtain this PGS certificate you need to form a group of 5 members at least. This I'll explain you better with an example I have to show in the later part of this video. So why PGS when there are so many certifying bodies already in the market? Because PGS is available at just rupees 900, which is cheaper than pre-existing third-party certifying bodies with the same service. You get the conversion certificate of PGS India Green from the first year itself, whereas with other third-party bodies it is not possible. You get it only after 3 years. There are some constraints as well. With PGS you cannot export to foreign market. Okay, so if you want to produce your goods in domestic market, PGS is good enough for you. Now if you wish to produce or export your products in foreign markets, you can do that with third parties, and you have option. If you already have a PGS, you can get that converted into third party too. Now the next step you have to take is to find your nearest RC. Now what is RC? RC is nothing but regional council. What is regional council? The regional councils are authorized bodies from Government of India itself who are sitting just to help you with the certification, knowledge or technology dissemination, training and everything. You just need to contact them. Now one thing you need to keep in mind is that at every stage they will ensure that these agencies, including apex body, do not interfere in the working and decision making of the group. When I say group, it means you, the local group. What is cluster-based farming? I will not proceed unless I will show you the website of PGS here. I'll close the slide and take you to the Google search box. So this is the website. I'll open it in the new tab just to show you. You will find it in the option when you type PGS just in the search box. So now we are on the home page of PGS website. You can see there are 2 logos. So I talked about logo in the first slide. So when you apply for PGS in the first year, you get PGS India Green certification, and after 3 years you get PGS India Organic certification. I hope that is clear. Now the first thing is you need to go to the Regional Council tab and find your nearest RC. Select your state here. My state is Assam, so I'll show you with Assam. The status, of course, active, and search. So these many options I have. I can see there is no Assam in the list. This is maybe because there's no physical office in the region. So I have to contact the nearest one. So the nearest one would be either West Bengal or Delhi. I'll go with Delhi. So I'll go to the details, and I have everything I want to have is here. So in the last section you will find that the area that this office covers are Chandigarh, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Daman and Diu, Jammu and Kashmir. There's so many, and Assam. Okay, here is the contact number, the name of the person whom I need to contact. This is the office. Okay, and they will help you with the rest of it. Okay, now again to the slides. Cluster-based farming or approach. It is aimed at forming a consolidated cultivable holding or a group, you can say, dedicated to a specific item. It can be food grains, vegetables, fruits, or any other horticulture crops. I'll explain this better with an example to you. Say for example, there's a farmer who is very good at producing organic wheat, but he's not been able to earn enough profit for survival even after having an optimum quality of product. Now there's this couple who are very much equipped with knowledge, but they are very skeptical about with what item they should go or venture into the market. Now if this two party if collaborate together and exchange their ideas, they can do wonders. But the couple knows that three of them are not enough, so they will call their another friend who is also interested and has some mechanism or knowledge to offer into this venture. And together they will make a farm and grow good amount of organic wheat. This seems interesting to another farmer who wishes to join this group.
Now, this 5 people coming together making a cluster with one base item, that is wheat, to carry out agricultural activities will be denoted as cluster-based farming, and this similar approach can be applied in different areas as well.
Now that they have this good quality of organic item or organic wheat, they need to have a certification so that this product can have a demand and can be accepted in the market. So they will visit the PGS website as I showed you and contact the nearest RC and get a PGS certificate. I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.